This is Malaysia's third banknote series. It was issued by Bank Negara Malaysia in stages from 1996 to replace the second series of notes, which has been issued since 1982. Consisting of 6 denominations, with the 2 ringgit, the first and currently the only 2 ringgit denomination issued, was introduced in February 1996, followed by the 10 ringgit in January 1998, the 50 ringgit in July 1998, the 100 ringgit in October 1998, the 5 ringgit in September 1999, and the 1 ringgit in November 2000. These notes features the theme Vision 2020, a goal set by 4th Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad in 1991 that aims to make Malaysia a fully developed and a self-sufficient industrialized nation by the year 2020. The images on these banknotes highlights the country's rapid economic development and achievements. The front of the notes features a portrait of Tuanku Abdul Rahman, Malaysia's first Yang di-Pertuan Agong, or King, not to be confused with Tunku Abdul Rahman, Malaysia's first Prime Minister. A songcat pattern is featured behind the portrait of each note, and the national flower, the hibiscus, is featured here to the top and bottom of the notes. The reverse of the 1 ringgit depicts the country's tourism sector, featuring a wau bulan, the most iconic Malaysian kite, which is handcrafted from bamboo and paper. Kite flying is a traditional sport in this country, and is popular in the east coast states of Kelantan and Terengganu. The background features Mount Kinabalu, reaching nearly 4.1 kilometers in height. It's Malaysia's tallest mountain, located in the state of Sabah on Borneo. To the right, it features rock formations of Gunung Api Valley. Located in the neighboring state of Sarawak, it became a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2000. The 2 ringgit depicts the country's telecommunications industry, featuring the 421-meter Kuala Lumpur Tower. When it's completed back in September 1994, it's the world's 4th tallest tower. Now it's the 7th. To the top, it features a Miasat-1 satellite, Malaysia's first telecommunications satellite, launched in January 1996. The background features a globe with Malaysia highlighted in darker ink. The 5 ringgit depicts the country's construction sector, with the reverse featuring multiple mega projects, the most iconic being the 451.9-meter Petronas Twin Towers. It's the world's tallest building between 1998 until 2004, when it was surpassed by the 508-meter Taipei 101. It also lost the title of Malaysia's tallest building in 2021 to the 678.9-meter Merdeka 118, but it still holds the title of being the world's tallest twin buildings. To the bottom, it features Kuala Lumpur International Airport. Opened in June 1988, it's Malaysia's biggest and busiest airport. In 2023, it has handled more than 47 million passengers. The background features a map of the Multimedia Super Corridor, a special economic zone, and high technology business district. Within the zone features areas like Putrajaya, the country's new administrative capital, highlighted here with this monument. In 2004, the central bank has introduced a polymer version of the 5 ringgit note. It still shares the same design, however with different security features, which I'll cover later. The 10 ringgit depicts modern transportation. To the left, it features Malaysia's first fully automated and driverless rail system, the Putra LRT, or now known as the Kelanajaya line. To the top, it features a Malaysia Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. An aircraft of this type, delivered to Malaysia Airlines in 1997, has broken 2 world records during its delivery. And to the right, it features Bunga Pelangi, the biggest ship owned by Malaysia International Shipping Company at the time. If you want to know more about the images featured on these notes, you can watch this series about it, which I'll leave in the description. The 50 ringgit depicts the country's oil and gas industry, with the reverse featuring an offshore oil platform, with pipes in the background. And the 100 depicts the country's manufacturing sector, with the reverse featuring a Proton Saga production line. It's the first Malaysian car produced by the national car company Proton in 1985. To the right, it features a close-up view of its engine, and the background features a gear pattern. To the top left, the central bank's logo can be seen, as well as the text Bank Negara Malaysia to the left, and the note's denomination in Jawi here. To help the visually impaired, the notes are different in size to one another, and a braille pattern is featured to the top left, on the front of the note. Now for security features. The paper notes features a watermark of Tuanku Abdul Rahman, along with the denomination, while the polymer 5 ringgit note features a watermark of the Perdana Putra, the Prime Minister's office located in Putrajaya. Next, the hibiscus on the note will complete when you put two of the notes together like this. A see-through register is also featured in the hibiscus, in which the colored part on the reverse will appear on these white parts on the front, and each note has its own unique design. This feature is also featured to the top left of this box, on denominations 5 and above. 3 of these colored parts will appear in these black spots on the front. Next, this box to the center of the note, when tilted, features the denomination. All of the cotton notes have this feature. Microprint of the denomination and initials for the central bank is featured in this box to the top of the note. The initials for the central bank can also be seen scattered throughout the center part of the note. On the reverse, the text Bank Negara Malaysia can be found here on the 1 ringgit, around the globe for the 2 ringgit, this part of the terminal, and behind the Petronas Towers on the 5 ringgit. Next to the denomination, and this ring on the 10 ringgit, below the oil rig, and as this pipe on the 50, and here on the production line of the 100. A metallic security thread is featured on the reverse of all the cotton notes. When held up to light, the denomination and initials B and M will appear. On the polymer 5 ringgit note, a half-transparent window is featured here. When looked from the reverse, you should be able to clearly see the central bank's logo, which is printed on the front. For the 3 highest denominations, a holographic strip is featured to the right side of the front, in which, when tilted, the pattern of the note, as well as the central bank's initials, and the denomination will change color. This feature was introduced on the 10 ringgit in January 2004, as part of an enhanced security update. And finally, under UV light, the center part of the note glows, including the hibiscus and tilt effect box. A box with the denomination and initials B and M can be seen next to the portrait on the 1, 2, and 10 ringgit note without the holographic strip. While on the rest of the notes, it also includes the central bank's logo. The area around the holographic strip also glows in the note's pattern. On the reverse, denominations 1 to 10 see certain design aspects glows, while the 50 and 100 only sees the serial number along with the security fibers glow. The security threads of all notes also sees it glows in random colors. And that should be it with these notes. The 2 ringgit note was no longer issued in 2000 following the introduction of the 1 ringgit note. In 2012, the central bank has introduced a new banknote series, which is still used until today. With that, this series is no longer being issued, and it will be taken out of circulation through normal means. All of the notes are still legal tender, and except for the 2 ringgit note, the notes can still be found in circulation. And with that, thanks for watching. My first video on this channel is about this banknote series, and since it's the 3rd anniversary of this channel, I thought maybe it's time to remake this video.